Hello everyone. We will be going over some basic fundamental Cantonese in this lesson. These vocabularies will enable you to have basic conversations and responses with locals. Plus, you will be able to survive in Hong Kong for a few days with no issues. The main difference between Cantonese and other Chinese languages is that the way we speak is completely different to how we write. We will use Google as a basis to compare the words for writing and the words for speaking. Unfortunately, there are no direct translations to Cantonese, so we will translate it to Chinese and then compare it. Well, let's get started. So the first word that I want to introduce is yes, and we'll take a look from Google Translate. So Google translates it to see, which is a really formal, really book-oriented way of saying it. And just to note that the pronunciation from Google is Mandarin, so it's irrelevant in terms of Cantonese. Now for native speakers, we rarely use si. We use hai or haya. The next word we have is no. And let's see what Google gives us. And so Google gives us mut yao. Again, it's a really book-oriented way of saying it. Mut yao seems to be associated more with don't have. For no, we would use mhai or mhaya. An example would be if someone asks if you have their book, you can answer with mut yao. But if they ask if you are someone who you're not, you can say mhaya. The next word that we will talk about is hai, and let's see what Google gives us. So it translates to lei hou, which we do use sometimes. Another way to say hi is just wei, or simply just hi. If you're meeting a person for the first time, it's better to use lei hou, or you can combine it with wei lei hou, because lei hou has the elements of how are you attached to the word. And this brings us to the next word, how are you? And the results from the translation. So we have nei hou ma, which is accurate. Again, another informal way to say how are you would be dima or dima nei. And you can combine it with wei to get wei dima, which means hey, how's it going? Next word on the list is thank you. And the translation from Google. So the translation comes up to be 谢谢, which I would say 95% of the time we would not use. If you are speaking to a local and you use 谢谢, they will probably give you a weird face. The native way to say thank you is 多謝 or just thank you. Next up, we have the word please. And Google Translation gives us 請, which is accurate, but used in a more formal way. Another way to say please is 唔該. The usage of 請 tends to be a demand for someone or something. And we use 唔該 for more informal situations. For example, we use 請at
請勿靠近車門. Please stand back from the doors.
And we use 唔該 in situations like please give me 3 apples. 唔該俾3個蘋果嚟. Next up for you, we have a popular one, toilets. And the Google translation gives us 廁所. This is very accurate because as a native speaker, we also use 廁所. But from time to time, we also use 洗手間, which literally means hand washing room, also known as washroom. Next word we have here is restaurants. And the translation from Google gives us 餐廳. We do use 餐廳 to indicate restaurants, but it's a more generic term. If you're looking for a dim sum restaurant, it will call it 茶樓. And if we want to go to a big Chinese seafood restaurant, we will call it 酒家, which means tea house and wine house, respectively. The next one we have on the list is sorry, and the Google translation gives us 抱歉. But in reality, native speakers use 對唔住 or sorry. The last one is a very important one for travelers. Do you speak English? And the Google translation gives us 你會說英語嗎? In Hong Kong, 99.9% of the people would not say that. Instead, they would say 識唔識講英文 or 識唔識講英文啊? If you do get asked that question, just say 識, which means yes, I know. Let's do a quick review. Yes, 係啊. No, 唔係啊. Hi, 喂 Hi, how are you? 點啊你? Thank you, 多謝. Please, 唔該. Toilets, 洗手間. Restaurants, 餐廳. Sorry, 對唔住. Do you speak English? 識唔識講英文? Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe for future lessons. See ya!